I immediately went upstairs and woke him up because
I was like, I'm not having this.
I'm not having this. If I'm miserable, I'm sharing.
You can be miserable too.
Yeah. Misery loves company, so
Yeah.
I woke him up. But
Right, is your X live?
My Instagram is live. Instagrammy, go livey.
Yeah, so's mine. Lovely stuff.
Let me check my X.
I'm just checking X, and we're live. Lovely. I just need to get topics up in front of me, and then we are good to go. Right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, around the world, to Crypto Waffle episode 53. Today's topics are Hyperliquid goes permissionless, what this major update means for traders, protocols, and the future of decentralized perpetuals. Bitcoin loses the 50-week SMA. Bitcoin slips below a key technical level, what it signals for momentum, sentiment, and the broader market. And then, is Altseason ruined? With Bitcoin showing weakness, is the altcoin rally dead or just resetting before the next move? So before we go into any of them, because some of them are quite, not quick topics, but reasonably quick, tell us what you were just hearing on your Charles Hoskinson whiteboard
video
talk.
that I was just watching.
Try and sum it up for the ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I can't sum it up because
how long is it? I bet it's a couple of hours, isn't it?
Right, it's an hour long.
Right, okay, it's not too
and I'm
bad.
about half an hour through it. Now, basically, what they want to do is they want to build an entire network just for identity. Now, this has been a problem and is still a problem and probably will be a problem for the rest of time. But what they propose as their solution is another L2, which is just another type
on
of
Cardano,
network,
right?
This network, which I'm assuming will sit on top of Cardano, but there is no promises. The way these guys build, they're not like Apple. They're not trying to lock you into their ecosystem. So there's a chance it will be built on Cardano. Probably will be built on Cardano, but chances are it won't matter to the average user, right?
Okay.
Just like if you use Arbitrum, you don't really care about Ethereum. You're just using Arbitrum or Base or whatever. And yeah, so they're building this layer purely for identity. And I've gotten about halfway through the video, and this Charles Hoskinson, for those who don't know, he is one of the OGs. He's one of the guys who was around when Ethereum was first founded. So he's one of the guys, him, Vitalik, Vinay Gupta, Gavin Wood. There's Amir Taki, I believe, was around. And
OGs.
Like triple OGs. So he's one of those guys. He then went on to get involved in Ethereum Classic, founded his own company, IOHK, Input Output Hong Kong, and then made Cardano. Cardano is his life's work. I do see it sometimes as a little bit of a what do I call it? A spreadsheet coin, where a lot of it is just paper and talk, and we've released these papers and we've done this talk. But to be fair to them, they did carry out their threats. They do have probably the strongest proof of stake system in crypto. Probably. No, I'm talking rubbish. Second to Ethereum. And they're going great guns, right? And they're going to release this thing. Interestingly, Charles Hoskinson looks like he's old enough to be my dad. But
how old is he? He's not that old, is
he? He's younger than I am. So I think he may
He's early 40s, isn't he?
I don't even think he's 40 yet.
No way.
If he is, he's just 40. But I think he deliberately dresses and looks the way he does.
He's 38.
Right. I reckon he just deliberately looks the way he does so that people will trust him. Because I think he deliberately makes himself look old.
He looks 60 odd.
He looks well old, doesn't he? He looks well old.
I never knew he was 38.
Old, but he talks old and he acts old. Like he's sensible. Most people his age who have done what he's done in crypto should have Lambos. And
I mean, he's like a multi-billionaire.
He's got to have a couple of quid tucked away.
Yeah.
He's got, but
he's not small.
One of those people that I don't think he cares.
He's not interested in the money.
Like, it's not going to make much difference to him, is it? It's not going to make much difference to him. He's not. he's not a buy a yacht or a castle type of guy. I think he's one of those guys that probably goes fishing and enjoys his downtime.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was watching that whiteboard, midnight whiteboard with Charles Hoskinson. It is on YouTube. 3 days old, 1.4 million views on it already. There will be a token underneath all of this jibber jabber. I think it's going to be called Midnight, and I think it will likely be worth a punt if there is a bull market that it's released into.
Okay. So that maybe sets up for, just thinking off the top of my head, next year.
Yeah. Well, if it comes out next year, they're doing some sort of airdrop type scenario for it now, where I think you have to mine it effectively.
Okay.
When I just glanced at it and it said you have to solve some computational problems, which is basically what mining is. So.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So do you want to tell us what's going on with Hyperliquid? What's happening there? What's this new news?
Oh, what I found out about vaults, right? So
yeah, I don't know what this is. I hadn't explored the vaults of Hyperliquid. So please share.
Let me share my screen. So as you know, Hyperliquid is where we go to lose money.
Yep. As everybody does.
As everybody does. I believe we've been tapped out of a pump position.
I'm not going to rant about it now, but you know how close we were to nailing that CC trade.
So close.
Oh my god.
So close. Anyway, our Asta's still alive and kicking, by the way.
Yeah, great. Love that.
Love that. So, vaults, where are they? Now, this is something I reckon we should get involved in, right? Okay. Especially if because I'm on the bridge of going bearish now. So.
Interesting.
Yes, I am super close to capitulating. It's going Cryptosi capitulation late November will be something to behold. But
when did you capitulate last time? What time was that?
What, last cycle?
No, what was it? It was ETH, wasn't it? Where was that? Oh, that was April. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was at the bottom of, I guess, the bear market that we experienced in the first.
So the inverse crypto-mometer for me is going ding 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 right now.
What's the guy's name?
Peter Schiff.
No, the other one who does
inverse Kramer. Yeah.
The inverse Kramer. Yeah. Cryptosi Kramer, right? Crypto Kramer. And I am about ready to capitulate. I'm ready to throw in the towel. So anyway, these vaults, the reason why I say that is because obviously when the market is in a dedicated phase, let me move this in here because I think my background looks better if I can include the Crypto Waffle mug.
Yeah, definitely does, sir.
It just makes it look a little bit more professional, doesn't it?
A little bit more at home.
A little bit more at home. Makes the aesthetics a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
So when we're in the throes of a dedicated phase, whether it be bull market or bear market, it's kind of easy to make money if you bet in the direction of the flow, right? The flow of traffic. So when we're in a bull market, you can buy any old asset and it's going to go up. But when you're in a bear market, the opposite is true. You can buy any old asset.
You could argue this cycle you can't buy any old asset and make money.
Yeah, true. This cycle has been a bit weird, right? This has been the cycle of manipulation. There's never been anything like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so whilst it's going down, which has always been my plan and will remain my plan, and we may argue about when the bear market kicks in, but inevitably there will be a bear market, and it will last 6 months plus. And during that time, everybody's going to say Bitcoin is dead and the price will plummet, etc., etc. During that time, it'll be good to put on shorts. Now, with vaults, what you can do for the small price of $100 is you can have your own vault. Now, what happens with a vault is that people can decide to come and give you money, effectively, and you will then put their money into certain positions. You can either go long or you can go short, etc., etc. And
so it's basically copy trading.
It's literally copy trading.
Right. Okay.
And then you get to keep, I think it's 10% of the rewards.
Okay.
Now, I didn't know that they already had it, but it seems like, if I'm honest, most of these, well, this is one of those rare ones, although it's only 2 months old. Most of these are living in loss. This one seems to have done brilliantly.
Yeah.
Currently, he's short pretty much everything
Yeah.
and doing great on it. Apart from that, he is long hype, and that's the only position that he's
Yeah.
losing on. I don't know why he's wiping his face with that one. But yeah, so that's Volts really in a nutshell. And what I was thinking, as you can see here, is for $100, we could create our own vault. The Crypto Waffle Vault.
We could do that once we get to 200, though.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the
I
plan.
agree.
That's the plan. Now, I think getting to 200 is going to be a breeze if we get confirmation that the market is moving one way or another, which I think leads us nicely to our second segment about the 50-week moving average
Yeah.
being lost.
So let's let me take the screen, sir, and I shall share with the ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is just one perspective. Please bear in mind. Also, one perspective is never what you totally write off a bull market with or bear market. But in history, this purple line you can see here, going all the way back to 2013. Once we lose it on bigger time frames, and I'm looking at the weekly here specifically, it usually leads to the bear market. So if you want to zoom right in, you can see on the 2013 occasion, we had 1 week close below. There was no dead cat bounce, call it whatever you will, but just straight into bear. Then 2017, we had our blow off top. We had euphoria. We came down and tested it once. We bounced. We then fell below. We saw our dead cat bounce, which is ultimately your last chance to get out before continuation to the bear. And where are we now in this cycle? We're now below. So you could argue this wick here, which was very close to it on the 13th. We got our bounce initially, and then now we've fallen below.
Oh,
Go
well,
on.
no, not yet.
We have. We're below the purple line. Look. We are
Yeah, I know, but
firmly below the purple line.
I thought the yellow one had to cross the purple one.
No, that's like a death cross. But you can see when we lose the purple, it's historically not a great sign because we never kind of get back above it. You see what I'm saying? So again, we initially lost the purple, we didn't get back above, sell off. 2013, we lost the purple, didn't get back up above, sell off. Now, this is obviously just one indicator, so bear that in mind. Now, if you want, and Benjamin Cohen is pretty is of this opinion as well, that there's a likely, whilst we're below the 50-day SMA, there is likely a 60 to 70% chance that we are actually in a bear market within Bitcoin. Okay, and I said Bitcoin, not crypto, Bitcoin. So if you do hold Bitcoin and you're looking to exit and you've missed this top and you feel the bear market may be in, okay, your likely best chance to sell is on a counter trend rally back towards 103 to 110K. Now, one thing we could, and I don't know if it'll be this week, it might be the week after, but we do have some macro data coming out. We have FOMC, and we had some other points arising. What we could see now, if this hasn't happened before in history, but we could see some sort of fake out, i.e., this week is mainly maybe this week closes where it is now, but then the week after we close back above. If we close back above, that tells to me, or tells me that in the short term it was a fake out and the bull market should still be continued. Okay, in Bitcoin specifically. And Benjamin Cohen said, if on a reclaim of the 50-day SMA, the odds of a bear market go back down to like 30 to 40%, or whatever it may be, if we do manage to reclaim it. Now, first of all, if you're owning Bitcoin, you're likely not holding it for short term. So when you originally made your investment, you probably bought it, and it's irrelevant of where you bought it, to be honest, on this chart. But wherever you bought it, you likely have bought it to hold for many a years. So if you did buy it recently, and maybe you bought it in this PUI section here in 24, which is 7 months of chop, you managed to get a decent price at like 60k, or maybe even bought it here at around 190k, and you're just below break even. It's not the end of the world. So if you zoom right out, you do see our macro trend of higher highs and higher lows is still well intact, realistically, on a much bigger time frame. So it's all the short-term holders, and I haven't got all the data on me. I haven't had much time to plan today, unfortunately, but all the short-term holders are doing what they do best, and they're capitulating. They are losing money, whereas long-term holders are still holding, because that's what they do. They don't own Bitcoin just to sit there and capitulate at the one opportunity they get when we're down 20+%, because from local highs, we are now down 26%. Yeah, go
I
on.
think I need to clarify something here, right?
Go for it.
When I say capitulate, I do not mean sell my Bitcoin.
No,
I
but
mean
the
sell my
short-term
token.
holders, and I should have probably explained what a short-term holder is. A short-term holder, I believe, is someone that's held Bitcoin for less than, I want to say, 60 days.
Well, my point being, anybody, even if we go into a bear market, or possibly go into a bear market, unless you're 100% sure we are in the throes of said bear market, I wouldn't sell my Bitcoin. I would still keep my Bitcoin, and I would only sell it if I was trying to be cute and buy it back lower. On the long term, that is what
Yeah,
that proves, and that I think that will stay intact for the rest of time.
for time. Yeah, agreed. I mean, the other thing that I think is quite interesting, is on the yearly candles. This is the first time. I mean, you could argue 2011, but the cycles from the bear market, we normally see 3 years of green. And we currently, depending on where price is, now we opened this year at approximately 93k or 93,350. So we're very close to the yearly open. Usually, we close the year with 3 green. If we were to close this year red, it would be another thing to point at. This time has been completely different in an analysis of just Bitcoin.
So everybody, including me, was expecting that green line to go up to the
To
top
be
of,
up here,
200 and something
yeah.
K.
But can I remind everybody, not remember, remind people that Bitcoin does have its months of wild moves. So although we are in halfway through November, and let's just say November we close red, maybe we close all the way down here at 87 or the 20-day SMA. Okay, it's not impossible for us to get a month of 50% still at this level. And if we are, and let's assume we close the month, let's just say where we are now. Where's 50% put us? 40k. So I'm not saying, look, everything is on the line in December. Personally, I'm young. I don't care if this happens in the back end of 2027, for all I care, right? My main objective is I don't lose my assets. That's it. All this in between, irrelevant. As long as I hold on to my assets, that's all that matters. So yes, you could argue in a Bitcoin bear market. Now, the other thing that I've been watching and have been paying attention to is USDT and USDC dominance. And what we didn't want to see on the first 2 areas of resistance was this diagonal line break and this horizontal resistance area. But the big test is up now, and this is the 100-day SMA on the weekly. If we are to break through here, I've said this before in my market updates, we likely have some short-term bear market. And when I actually say short term, we could have an expansion all the way back up to 16%, but then that perfectly sets up for some form of double top here. And then if that reverts, all hell's going to break loose and alt season will be upon us. So everyone's not going to be worried about what's going on. But yes, USDT, USDC dominance here isn't looking great. But every time we've got to these areas, again, we've usually had this. So you could say Bitcoin, possibility of a bear market, although depending on your time horizon, it's never in a bear market. You just get better opportunities to enter. If you're short term, you're trying to trade it, you might want to go with the opinion that maybe CryptoC said, the trend is your friend. And if we are in a short term bear market, use that trend as your friend until that trend has broken. Because on the bigger time frames that I look at, our trend is technically still in play, i.e., you have your series of higher lows here, and who knows where this blows out. This would be void if we obviously come below 73. And we have our series of higher highs in Bitcoin specifically. And then what you can do is look at altcoins. So this is everything in the market but ETH and Bitcoin. Now, I can't be bearish, and I've read this in so many books I cannot tell you. I cannot be bearish when something is chilling by the prior highs. But I just can't. It's not in me. I'm too young to be a bear here, effectively, is what I'm saying. I'm way too young to be a bear. If we are chilling with literally in, I mean, as a percentage wise, 32% of the highs, I'm not a bear. I'm just not. Like we could go all the way down to, for like a 600 billion. So that is another 31%. And I'd still be sitting here going, well, your technical structure of higher highs and higher lows is still intact. What if after this, though, you create your higher high?
Yeah.
So there's lots of things. And obviously, it's asset specific, like we briefly mentioned earlier. If we are to have an alt season, it's likely going to be, or this cycle, sorry, like we mentioned earlier, has been very asset specific, i.e., 2024 was memes. We had, what was it, 3 months, no, October, November, December, of just batshit crazy meme stuff going on. Then this year we've had the rise of Hyperliquid, Asta, or yield generating products, or tokens that buy back their tokens. That's the thing at the moment. Then recently we've seen privacy coins start picking up. So it's all about, okay, well, what's going to be this next thing in 2026 or whenever that may be? What's the thing that's really going to get this moving? What is it? And now, as most people know, my biggest position is Doge. Like for me, it's not a yield generating asset. It's not part of privacy coins. And it's part of the one that we saw in 2024, memes. And yes, price action is not very good. But every time we get to these periods in these third triangles, I'm sure price action was inherently shit. But look what happens after those triangles. You normally get some sort of ridiculous move that could occur within a month or two. So again, as I said earlier, my goal is to not lose my Doge. I lose my Doge, I'm out of the game. I can't play. But this is where you can diversify out of stuff and into other things that if you don't think will survive the volatility that we're going to potentially be going through. And then from a bigger picture, back to macro, think of politics a minute. What is a politician's sole job? To be elected and re-elected until, for whatever reason, the people have had enough, they throw them out the door. Okay, we have midterms coming up in, I believe, October next year. So what do you think Trump and Besson and Vance and Elon Musk and Zuckerberg and everyone that's on that side of that party is going to do? Trump and Besson probably get their big, beautiful bill right into action. They've already talked to potentially stimulus packages. We're already seeing liquidity tighten up in the repo markets. They're likely, and not to mention, that's with Jerome Powell going out soon. And if they get someone in that's a yes, sir, to Mr. Trump, after every question he requests, we could see ridiculous price action that I don't think anyone is even prepared for, quite frankly. So I still think the greater risk here with a longer term outlook is to the upside rather than the downside.
Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. Sir, you make a sterling point. I shall take my bearish tendencies and file
I
them.
mean, you're not wrong though. We're starting to see credit spreads blow out, which is normally a bad sign. There are lots of bearish things. Like it's not like there's nothing. I totally admit there is. You got the SMA that's now below it from a technical point of view. You got credit spreads blowing out. You've got what was the other thing I was listening to on that podcast? I listened to a forward guidance podcast today, but I think it came out Friday last week, and they pretty much nailed it on the head. They were like, yes, at the moment you could see a drop in equities, and if we do continue to see equities drop, likely crypto gets smashed. What could it go down to? I don't know. Could Bitcoin go to 70? Who knows? If it does, grab it with both bloody hands. Like if you get that opportunity. But the key is the longer term stuff. And this is like the leverage stuff. Like the key thing is to not, if you've never used leverage, don't by all means go in straight and leverage trade because you'll just get blown out like we saw in, was it October? Imagine you're new to the market. You go, oh yeah, I'm going to use 20 grand in my savings. And all of a sudden you've gone long, or like 5x long on Bitcoin, and you didn't get a great entry. You're probably sat underwater and will probably be liquidated soon.
To be fair, there are a lot of people who haven't even used leverage and they're
No.
like down 90% this year. Like a lot of newcomers.
I mean, look at us. We tried it. We lasted 8 months, didn't we?
Yeah.
We lasted 8 months and we've had to reload.
Yeah.
And we've been relatively sensible, I would say.
Extremely sensible, I think.
Yeah, relatively. I'd say we've been reasonably sensible compared to a lot of people that use leverage.
With the exception of the time I played with 1000x leverage.
Yeah, but that's all experimental. That's a show. And what was it, 30 seconds before you got liquidated?
But literally, it fit into a clip. We fit it into a clip and we put it on
Instagram. Yeah, it can happen that quickly. So I think it's everyone. And again, this all comes down to time horizon, perspective, your own personal stance. But for me, I don't care what happens between now and the end of 2027, 2026. All I know is my sole purpose is to buy as much as distressed assets as possible and hold on for dear life.
So here's where we don't really disagree, actually. But
we don't disagree. It's time horizon, isn't it?
Yeah. Here's where.
And I agree. In the short term, there's some bad looking stuff. I get that.
1 to 3 months, it's looking bearish. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a Santa rally. I won't be surprised if we have a horrible time during this 3-month period or whatever it is. Yeah. It could be horrible. And it could get worse.
I don't know if you saw Sim's video that he put in one of his chats. So if you get the time, watch that. It's about an hour and a half, but worth the watch. And some of his cycle indicators are saying that we actually bottom around Christmas. So,
yeah, well, that's going to be great. Good luck being in the Cryptosi family when that happens. Because I'll be a bundle of laughs.
Yeah, no presents for you. No presents for you.
For anyone.
Dad, why have you turned into Scrooge this year? Markets, son. Markets.
Literally, last year I was Santa Claus. Everybody got Apple Macs. This year, everybody's getting apples. Literally, like Granny Smith. So I didn't watch Sim's thing, but I am now much more bearish than I am bullish. But the difference with me this cycle is that I have become very short term because I'm spending a lot more time.
Well, you spent more time doing it, haven't we?
Well, more time talking about price. I
never used to
talk about price. I used to watch these Hoskinsons and speak to people that were really into the tech and really into this and that. But this cycle, I've spent a lot more time watching the pennies, which is not as much fun, by the way. But I think that's made me a lot more
I also
short-term.
think from our point of view, like we've only been doing Waffle for, was it Q4 last year?
Yeah, well, we're just over a year, aren't we? Because this is
Yeah.
episode 53.
So where we've spent more time discussing and on topics and whatever, and looking at price, i.e., the trades every week, your psyche is picking up on that shorter time frame,
Yes.
which is why I
Well,
always have to zoom out, and that's why I
plus,
never look at 4 hour daily candles. Like rarely, I'm looking at weekly, monthly, yearly. I want to know what's going on big time frame.
I would also say this has been the most upside down year in the history of crypto since maybe 2017 for other reasons, because it's just been wrong this year. Like, even when you showed the other one of the yearlies, and it was like, all right, down year, and then 3 years up, and then a down year, and then 3 years up, and then there's one, two, and this was supposed to be the third year. Now, last Christmas, I was a joy to be around because I was like, next year, I get my ball run. I'm excited for this. Like, I'm in shape. I've been training. I'm ready to go to the max. And
Yeah,
then bear market, literally January till April, whenever it was I capitulated, was bear market. Um, and now we're at the end of the year after the halving, which typically is silly season. It's the middle of November, for crying out loud. This is the silliest of silly season, and there's no
yeah,
silly.
and we've got seasonality on our side as well. We're meant to
Yeah,
have. Although to be fair, you could argue that September should have been one of our worst, but actually it was all right.
turned out to be all right. Yeah.
And I think I remember saying, correct me if I'm wrong, and if anyone watched those episodes and remembers or finds the clip, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I said even if we did have a good September, maybe it means we have a shit Q4.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, thanks for that. You did. I remember.
So it could be that our Santa rally was for 3-4 months early.
I feel like we'll get a Valentine's rally.
I think we're due a rally, and I think when it comes, it's going to melt. It's
Well,
just it's all this crap that's in between now and when this rally comes.
I think the big one is next year because everybody has seen that crazy liquidity projection chart that shows how much money they have to print to catch up with their debts. And it's just zounk, and everybody's seen that. So we all know something is coming, whether it's aliens or the lurgy or some other kind of flu or who knows, cyber attack, something is coming, and printers will be turned on. Like, because they've got debts to pay. They just have to do it. When that happens, we're going to see another 2021 like or 2017 like rip. But it's getting there. That's the difficult part. So there's going to be a lot of holding breath for us older folk. For you younger folk with your head switched on, like, it's fine because you know, oh, it's just another year. Play paddle,
Exactly.
Marks and Spencer's
Play
chocolate,
paddle, eat Marks and Spencers, and play League.
play league.
What,
Yeah,
what
play
more could
league.
you want, eh?
Yeah, life is
Sounds
good.
great.
And that reminds me of myself in 2016. That's how I felt. I was like, I know it's going to happen.
You just got
Wait
to
for it.
feel. You got to waste your time doing something until it comes to fruition.
Yeah. I think at that
Effectively.
time, I became an absolute monster at Apex Legends. I feel like my first real ball run, I feel like I spent a lot of time playing Apex Legends.
Yeah.
That was maybe 2017, 2018. Maybe that game came out. It might have been 2018, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, again, in the shorter term, like I'm looking at potentially de-risking some alts, not all. For some that I'm up, but then again, I need to work out if it's actually worth it in the UK with the taxes, or do I just hold and buy more? Again, also looking at like stocks.
I thought you wasn't based in the UK. I thought you was on holiday. You're going to be on holiday in a little while if we go on
Oh yeah,
break.
I'm on holiday in a little while, but just at the moment, whilst we're talking about alts, that it's here in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or when I go back to sell, I'll probably be in the UK.
yeah, fair.
So yeah, it's. I need to look at some stocks as well. Like, do I try and play that game as you said a minute ago, where I sell some stuff and try and buy it back lower? Do you play that game?
I feel for for me, I feel like I have to this time because
I
the
want
past three
to.
or four bear markets, I've just sat.
I want
do
to,
want
but
to.
I
Yeah,
tell you now, I'll only be doing it with maybe 10% of my asset, like of each asset. That's it. I'm not risking any more than that because I've done it to myself on the upside this year in stocks. I've lost myself. I can't even tell you how many thousands because I've sold a little bit, gone, oh yeah, I'll buy that back 10% lower. 10% doesn't come, it's fucking 35% higher later. Jesus Christ, what a tit. So everybody tries these dangerous games, and honestly, the best thing is to just buy and do nothing. Like
yeah,
seriously.
yeah,
And it sounds so simple, and everyone's like, why does everyone do it? Because everyone always tries to be special.
yeah.
We all want to be that guy
We all, yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
we're not.
But we're not. But we're not. But I do feel like 2018, when the bear market hit, I was caught in the headlights. But the second one, with all FTX and all that, that one was kind of obvious. Like that one, like
Yeah.
we all knew what a bear
I mean,
market
I
was.
didn't because that was my first cycle. So I was just
Yeah.
like, oh my God, it's going down. What do I need to do? Buy more, buy more.
But now
Bought
you
all the
know.
way down.
So this time you know that when we do hit a bear market, Bitcoin is going down to 50K, 40K maybe.
Maybe. I don't think I'd be waiting that low before I started buying.
No, but I think that what will happen is things will start to go under. Like the age old things will start to
Yeah, you
go
might
under.
see some of those DATs start blowing out or
DATs will blow up. MicroStrategy
yeah.
is the one that everybody's worried about.
No, I firmly disagree with any talks of MicroStrategy going bust or whatever you want to call it, folding. Because you know what will happen? Donald Trump will just come in and go, yeah, thank you for the Bitcoins, buy them at a fraction of the price, and just prop MicroStrategy up. Or whatever their deal is behind closed doors. That's now an asset of the US, whether anyone likes it or not. He's too big.
I think he is.
He is. He's far too big.
We'll see.
And then, don't get me wrong, there could be the headlines. MSTR is below, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure last bear market, we went below his average price. Did he blow up? No. So I don't think we will. And his average price is what? 70 odd? Let's have a look quick.
See,
66,000. He ain't going
how do you
nowhere.
get that? No one can get that. Where do you get that information from? Who have you got a direct line to? Or
Bitbo is
Commissioner
just on
Gordon?
Google.
Commissioner Gordon over
Bitcoin
there.
holdings over time. Yeah, currently worth 60 billion.
I don't know. I don't know.
MicroStrategy states the average price purchase is 66,000.
I thought their number would be a lot higher than that.
I mean, he doesn't stop buying. But we've got to remember, as he keeps buying, it's the amount that gets smaller as the price goes higher.
Yeah, and that's slowly creeping his.
Yeah, but he's been buying since what, 2019, 2020?
Yeah, but we have had a very flat year this year. We went into it at around 100K. We're coming out of it at around.
I'm just seeing when they first bought Bitcoin. Where is his first purchase? 2020. Crazy. I'm on their website. Let's have a look through 2020. Yeah, 2020.
Good timing.
They made 4 purchases in 2020 at an average price of approximately 15, 16K per Bitcoin. And they bought 70, 130, 170, around 195,000 Bitcoin. And then he's got loads of purchases in 2021, 22. Yeah, he's got a banging average price. I don't even care. He's got a banging average price. I mean, fair
Well,
play to that man. Fair play to that man.
my thoughts are he could blow up. My
Well,
thoughts
yeah,
are
don't be wrong. That there's always going to be the naysayers.
you think Trump will save him. You think somebody will save
Mate,
him.
Trump will take all the mining companies, everything, and they're nowhere near as big as MST. You know he's going to be snapping that up. He wants to become the crypto hub of the world, right? If there's any distressed crypto out there in the US, he's having it. Whether they want to stick it on a government balance sheet or not. Like, in one way or another, they're going to want it.
Well, interestingly, they did have crypto before and they sold it, but I guess that was under other
As under old
administrations.
Sleepy Joe,
Yeah, that
I
was under the
believe.
old guy. Yeah.
And then they've put that act in where they now can't sell it, haven't they?
Well, I think they've kind of put an act in which allows them to hold it, but with no
I thought it
thing
said they
saying.
can't sell. Was it? I don't know.
I
What
don't
was it?
know.
I can't remember what that's called. Christ, that was all the buzz of 2024, wasn't it? What was?
Yeah.
No, was it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's the back end of 24. What was that called now? That's really bad, isn't it?
No one cares. Genius Act.
Yeah, that might be it.
But from memory, it didn't have any provision for how they would buy it, which does lead me to believe that
No, the Genius Act is the stablecoin thing.
if Michael Saylor goes tits up, that they just swoop in and take the Bitcoin and say, well, he was illegal, make him a scapegoat, send him to prison, keep the money.
Yeah. National Innovation of US Stablecoins Act, the Genius Act, and the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act.
Clarity.
Also passed in 2025, blah, 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 blah.
What was
Purpose
our
of
third topic?
Altseason. So we'll go into that actually. May as well. And this kind of ties on from what we've just been discussing. But when we're looking at Altseason, there's only one chart you really want to be watching. And that is
BTCD?
Indeed. So here we go. Bitcoin dominance. What does it mean? Well, first of all, I want to point out that there is this head and shoulders tops. Now, I brought this up in my market update from last week. Not last week, week before that. Apologies for not doing one last week. I just never got around to it. But yes, there is this head and shoulders top. At the time, I saw no one talk about it for probably 3 or 4 days till after I pointed it out. And then all of a sudden, my Twitter feed was just full of this head and shoulders top. But I'd like to say I was one of the first. But we've got this potential head and shoulders top on Bitcoin dominance. And usually when we get these periods here, we get alts rally. And as we mentioned in this video earlier, this cycle, whatever you want to call it, this season, we've only seen specific alts rally. We named them earlier. So if this head and shoulder is to come to fruition, and who knows if we fall off the edge of the cliff into Q4, or maybe we, and as I think I said last Waffle, we could top in Bitcoin dominance in December. That plays in my head in line with Sim's indicator that said we bottom in December. Areas of confluation there. So if we are to then nuke, your question you should be asking yourself is, what do I hold and what should be the best performer? Now, the darlings that were doing really well, i.e. Sui, or what else was there that was doing really well at the time? Yeah, SPX, some of the big memes. I think that stuff's not done. I think they're so shot and there's no talk of them. This is when you want to be buying. And some of these newer projects that did really well and now aren't. Ton is one that's been hammered and it is screwed, or quite frankly, fucked on the chart. But it's a decent buy. Like, there's no way I'm betting against Pavel Duvrov and the Ton team. I'm not having it. I will quite happily buy that until it goes to zero. And to be fair, I don't even hold Ton anymore. I hold most of my Ton in Redo, which has actually held up significantly better than Ton, which is a bit weird. But hey ho. So it's what you buy if this falls. So Crypto C, what do you think when dominance next drops or makes a move? what do you think will be the winners?
Go with
Name us some asset classes or
right.
sectors or assets.
Let's go three different top, medium, bottom. The big boy that I reckon everyone should watch because I think will melt the most faces will be Solana. Solana is
Okay.
going to be the winner. There will be DATs around it and ETFs around it and this, that, and the third around it. Because if there is a retail alt season,
Yeah.
Solana is best equipped to capitalize the most on it. So out
Okay.
of the big boys, I'd say Solana. Out of the middle boys, like 100 million to a billion, I would say SPX. Purely because it is the most volatile asset. It's the best meme. Um, so I believe it's been the darling of the no cycle, which is what I'm going to call our previous cycle, the no cycle. It's been the darling of that. So I'd say SPX. And then for the tiny ones, I'm going to throw a curveball out there. And what I'm going to say is one of the Tau subnets. So I'll go for
You're
something
loving these
like,
Tau subnets.
I am, I really am.
Loving them.
I really am. I'm going to go for something like shoots.
Okay. Yeah, we
Or
mentioned. I think we touched on that last week, didn't we?
yeah, or possibly if not shoots, then possibly one of the dino coins coming back from the
Okay.
dead. So
So I
maybe,
mean,
maybe
mine are similar to yours. So I think top tokens, I've got two. I actually think Doge will still go on to make a new all-time high, but I also think Hype, if you want to class that as a big one,
yeah,
that I think that will continue to do well.
yeah,
Medium tokens, when I say medium, I think of Aerodrome
yeah,
straight off the bat. We've got
yeah.
all this talk of institutions using ETH, and what's better than using Base, especially if Coinbase pays all the fees, and institutions love saving money, no matter how big they are.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if that does really well. And then, I mean, I say small caps. I'm sticking in with the narrative of fee generation, but syrup. And again, I'm biased because I hold all of these. But
I don't know if we can call syrup one of the small ones, mate. I think
what,
we,
500 mil? Is that not
yeah,
small?
that's too big. Small's
Too
got to be
big?
small. Yeah, small's got to be under 100 mil. You can't call
100
something
million.
500 million market cap small.
Uh, can I say fart? Because that's been hammered, and that's like 250.
No,
100 mil. I don't even know anything of 100 mil off the top of my
we
head.
do redo.
Yeah, but that's like micro.
Uh, Will it do well in a?
Redo's only going to do well if Ton does.
I don't think we have a. I don't think we have an alt run, and Tom doesn't do well. No. Yeah, I don't think we have an alt run, and Tom doesn't do well. Not if it's retail led.
So you're saying a micro is anything under 100 mil?
Under. Yeah.
Right, okay, let me just have a quick look on old coin market cap.
I think Redo's your best one. FDV of 3 million. That bad boy goes to 30 in a blink.
Really?
Yeah, it's a 10x easy.
Under 100 mil, this is difficult. Trying to think of something that's in with the narratives. Oh, Miggles. I'll have that. Miggles and Redo. Nah, Redo. Well, I don't know, actually. I don't know. They're both very similar. But they only fit the meme narrative. And if the meme narrative is dead, and we saw the top of memes in 24, then there's no hope for them. But the bigger ones, I think Hype, Aerodrome, stuff that fits into those bigger narratives, I think will be fine.
But first of all, I don't think the meme narrative can die.
No, there'd always be more. But I tell you what, there's some big ones looking fucking shit scary. Pepe, for one. Holy shit. This gap's going to get filled. You've got some downside to be had there, potentially 40 to 64%. Bonk is on the verge of losing the lows and making new ones. Floki is about to fill this gap. Popcat, new local lows, like not looking good, bruv, at all. Mog, near new local lows.
So everything's looking to give back the Santa rally that it got last year.
Effectively. But in areas of this is where you want to be taking advantage.
Is that where
Fartcoin.
we're at now? 40 cents.
Yeah, we're at 40 cents. It did go as low as 30. It had a massive rally back to 140. Is now back down to 40. See, I think there is some real value to be had in these. I own Fartcoin, but if Fartcoin loses 20 cents, I'm out. Because we have this to fill. And Holy. Per as well. On Hyperliquid.
Yeah, I think Per's different to the others.
No, still a meme. It's just that it's
Yeah,
specific to hype.
yeah, and specific to a chain that makes more money.
Yeah, but even though hype's been holding up well, Per hasn't. So maybe I capitulate my Per into hype.
It's interesting. Let's see hype. Let's see how hype's been doing.
Look, much better.
So much for Per being a leveraged play on hype then.
I mean, it is when it has its moments. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean,
it is when it is.
Yeah, you could say hype. I mean, it did 450% from the local lows. And then if we went to Per from lows to all-time highs, you're looking at actually, only slightly leveraged by 100%. But hype has definitely done you some favors holding you where you are now, because from the local high in Per, you're down 75%. But when you're down this big, it normally presents opportunities.
Yeah.
So although a lot of these big memes do look shit scary, like in the October flush, I bought Fart down here. Or actually, it's probably around 30 cents. So I'm under on that buy, but there's opportunity here. And if we are to get some sort of dead cat bounce or whatever you want to call it, or Altseason, these are the bets I've made.
Zano, by the way, how strong is he?
What a beast of a coin. Look at that. The all-time highs. Can't be bearish on that.
What a monster.
At all. Syrup, again, the one that's been holding up pretty well. Although in the short term, what I don't like, just from a technical point of view, is you've had this breakout, or what looked to be a breakout, had the retest, and what you wanted to see was this week revert, but we haven't. So we likely see an extended move in the opposite direction. And what would scare me is you lose this, you're likely feeling this. Boom. If you do this, time to buy. And I may even play that dangerous game of selling some of my syrup to buy back lower.
Oh my gosh, bear market.
Or short-term bear market, but whatever it is, I'm happy to play some of that game.
You need a short-term bear market to get a bull market. So
yeah, and to be fair, like all the ones I've mentioned, I don't think okay, maybe apart from Miggles and Redo, but everything else of size, Hype, Syrup, Aerodrome, Doge, VAR, SPX, like it's all of them, and Ton, like I think they all survive and will go a hell of a lot higher. It's just that you need to have the cojones to be buying at these sort of prices. And like a perfect example of this is I told a family member to buy Bitcoin at 50K last cycle, literally on this pump back up, right? They then held the whole way. And bear in mind, I want to give myself some credit. I said, at the time of buying, I was like, regardless of what happens, you don't do anything with it. You don't look at it. You don't want to know what the price is. It's just there. Anyway.
So September 2022, that family member was screaming at you.
November 21, we were like, trash. No, I tell you what, I didn't hear anything from this point onwards till about here. Okay. And then I heard, I want my money out. And I was like, nope, not possible, I'm afraid. It can't happen. And now, even though they bought here, the moral of the story is they're still now up near enough 60%.
Yeah.
and they're still good all the way to around 50k, give or take.
Yeah.
So again, it goes to time horizon, risk tolerance, age, what's going on in your personal lives.
I do think we see that zone again.
Possibly. Who knows? But like I said earlier, if we see those 60s, 50s, 55s, you buy with both hands.
Yeah.
And that's regardless of what's going on around us in the world at the time. Because who knows? Like you said earlier, there may be some sort of alien invasion
Oh, there will be.
of some kind.
Yeah,
so
there will be. It's only a matter of time. I was speaking to them earlier today. They said they're on their way.
Oh, okay. Better batten down the hatches.
Batten down the hatches because the only thing that stops alien invasion is the printing of more dollars.
Exactly. It keeps them away from Earth's sphere.
Throw money at them.
That's our new aero defense. We've got money printers just firing as spaceships that invade.
Don't worry about asset prices. We're not doing it for that. We're doing it to get rid of these darn aliens.
Yeah, indeed.
Should we do our predictions? So?
Yeah, let's do predictions. Let's go into it. Screen share, entire screen. Now I can rant about our so frustrating. Anyway, let's go into predictions. We were both wrong on the Bitcoin bouncing. And just for everybody that maybe hasn't been here before, every week we make a prediction across 5 or 6 assets of where we think they're going. And then after we've made predictions on them, we will then actively put on a trade on one of those prediction ideas. And this week, or last week, sorry, so Monday was this green candle here. We didn't believe the trend was our friend and we went bullish against the trend. The trend was meant to be our friend and it continued going lower. So we were both wrong on our Bitcoin prediction as we predicted 112. Ethereum, again, both wrong. I believe I predicted 420. You predicted 4K. CC, this is the one I want to rant about. So last week, just to recap, this is the new coin that came out. We discussed it last week. So if you want to know what it is, go back and have a look. And if anyone's been here for a while, you know the deal with new coins. They come out, they pump, and then they die. So I said, and we've nailed this once before, and was that on Asta?
Ooh,
I believe,
maybe.
or World Liberty Finance, one of them.
Yeah, it was. I think it was World Liberty, one of the two.
Yeah. Anyway, our idea was we have a limit order up here at 115 to sell, i.e., we make money on the downside if price reverses, and then we take profit down here. But unfortunately, and now I don't know on the Hyperliquid chart, I haven't actually looked on there, so that's all I can hope. But actually, no, we looked earlier, we didn't see it. But we came to a high of 30, call it 14 cents on the chart that I'm looking at, which is KuCoin. So we were 1 cent away from hitting our limit order on my chart before we likely, what was it, 3x?
Yeah.
I mean, had we'd hit on at 15 cents, we would have been up 90 odd percent.
Yeah.
Give or take, which is very annoying. And I'm pretty sure I did say, should I do 14? And then you went, nah, be all right. And I went, yeah, go on then, 15. I'm pretty sure we said we did mention 14.
It didn't quite touch 14 anyway.
What on hype?
Yeah.
What did it touch on hype? Don't tell me it hit like 14.9 something.
13.9.
Ah, yeah, about a cent off, give or take. Anyway, that was our trade idea for that. But I'll tell you one thing I would like to, I don't know if you'll give it to me, but I'd like to say we're correct, both of us correct on Zcash. So Monday, just for everyone that's is here, was this red candle here. And at the time of shooting, which was around about, or the time we put our ideas on was around about 7 o'clock. So give or take this candle here.
No, lower than that. 577 we were at.
Okay, so 577. So where my cursor is.
Yeah.
And I said no, Zcash to 400, and you went 680. We went to as low on my chart of 424 before boink straight to you.
How about that?
So spot on, and that should have been one of our trade ideas. But hindsight's a wonderful thing in this world. But yes, both correct there. Wrong on Bitcoin ETH. Then did World Liberty Finance, and on the Monday. So let's find Monday. Where are we? Monday the 10th.
12 cents we were at.
12 cents.
Yeah.
Really?
Apparently.
12 cents? That can't be right. What was the date? What is it today? 17th. It was the 10th.
I might have written that down.
Oh, no, it is. It's over here. Yeah, we're on this big green candle coming up. So I said approximately, that's 4 in the morning though. So that would have been around here, give or take. It can't have been 12 cents.
It was 12 cents because your thing was 15.
Yeah.
So
well,
you
anyway,
the same day, basically.
On my chart, we were both wrong, unfortunately. Is the gist of it there. Star, you've nailed literally to a T. We've come up and kissed on my screen a high of 130, and your prediction, I believe, was 130.
That wasn't last week. That was in the week before.
No, because these are our trade. That's why.
Yeah.
This was our trade, and Pendle was our trade as well.
Pendle was the week before.
Yeah, okay, so I'll get rid of Pendle, but we've got Astor on. Anyway, over them, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, some we get right, some we get wrong. But the gist of it is, hopefully, the ones we normally get right, we make money on. The ones we get wrong, we don't.
That's generally how it works, yeah.
Yeah. So which ones do we want this week?
Right. Oh,
we'll do Bitcoin ETH as usual.
We always do Bitcoin. We always do ETH.
Yeah, we've only been doing ETH, by the way, since Altseason has been around, i.e. ETH Bitcoin has bottomed and Bitcoin dominance has topped, we believe, which is why we're doing ETH. So which other coins would we like, sir?
I'm going to say...
Can we do Hype?
Yes, we can do Hype.
Do Hype. What else, sir? What else?
I wanted to get Thing on next week, Jeffrey. I wanted to bring him back.
Get Jeff back on whilst the privacy coins are heating up.
Exactly. With that in mind, can we do a privacy coin?
Yeah, would you like to do... We did Zcash last week.
Did we? You know what? If we'd done one last week, let's sack them off. I'll tell you what I want to do. There's one called MetaDAO.
MetaDAO, what's the ticker? Is it Meta?
Yeah.
MetaDAO.
Yes. Yes, I want to do MetaDAO.
It's going to be a good chart. Is this right?
Yeah, looks about right. 522 at the minute.
Okay. So MetaDAO, and is this going to be on Hyperliquid though?
Oh, cruddy.
Probably won't, will it?
It might be. Yeah, it is.
It is. Okay, then one more.
Oh, no, hold on. No. Oh, Hyperliquid's now got... Hyperliquid has now got stocks.
Yeah, it's got some of them.
Yeah, it's got Meta. So it's given me Meta. So will it give me Tesla? No.
Yeah, possibly.
No.
Nvidia,
Google, yeah.
Microsoft.
Oh, but there's no volume. So maybe they're just...
Maybe they're in the process of integrating them.
Yeah.
Should we do Tau, by the way? As soon as you like a bit sensor.
Yeah. Let's do Tau. Oh.
And then one more for a substitute of your MetaDAO, sir.
All right. So we'll do Tau. Let's do. Let's see who's got the most interest in the last 24 hours. I want to see all.
What's that on the old bubble maps?
No, on beef is Hype, Soul, Zcash, XRP, Asta, Pump, Uniswap.
Yeah, I was going to say Uni actually a minute ago. Well, that's a market cap. Uniswap. How
Spoiler
far is
alert,
this
I'm
going
going
back?
bearish on everything.
Love it. And Uniswap, right, sir. So what are we doing for Bitcoin?
Where are we now?
There's no way you're going bearish after going bullish last week.
I'm definitely going bearish. I'm going to say 89. My line in the sand for bull market is not happening, is 90k.
So you're saying 89k?
89k. I'm going to say that I am officially past my line in the sand and out.
But when you say out, do you mean alts?
Yes. All my alts will be turned into short positions on crazy stuff like Bitcoin.
But no 10x.
Leverage 50x at least.
I look forward to seeing you at work.
I shall be reporting for duty Monday morning, 9 a.m. sharp.
I'll get you a van sorted out, mate, and you can join me on the tools.
So look forward to at work.
Right, I'm going Bitcoin bounce. Here, I'm saying like some sort of dead cat bounce. I want to say, let's have a look at the week. 103.
Tell you what we didn't talk about today.
What's
the
that?
Poly market is actually leaning now towards there being no rate cut in December. It's just flipped.
Before making a decision that I want to see what happens this week.
No change has gone up to 55%.
Yeah, I think a cut's coming.
Huh?
I think it'll be another insurance cut.
It'll be interesting to see how often Poly market is wrong, like, and the distance out from the event when it comes to the Fed decision. Obviously, the day before the event, the market will know, so it will just be 90%.
Yeah,
whatever's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to know how long it takes for Poly market to get it right, and how far out Poly market actually gets it right. Most often.
We've actually, I've just noticed on the 4 hour, we've got a little bullish divergence at play on Bitcoin there. If this bottoms here. Yeah, but it's something to watch. The bigger moves start in the small time frames.
Yeah,
but that's not where I live. ETH, sir, what do you think? Currently holding support at 3k, give or take a couple of bucks.
2,600.
2,600. 2,600 all the way down there. Holy moly. Holy moly. Oh, nearly got rid of that. Oh, yeah, I'm not having any of that. 3,450. Send it back.
Get out of town.
Send it back.
Okay.
Where are we? 3,450. Yeah, I don't need to put. I am on this white line. I think we have some sort of bounce, but I think we could go to like 280 maybe, then bounce. But yeah, that monthly candle sitting on that 20-day SMA, unless we just cut straight through it like a knife through butter, I think we could see some bounce or something, a glimmer of hope. Hype
43.
43.
Yeah.
The ball's back.
No. Hype, I'm going to do the old exchange bet that if volume ramps up, which I think it will, because I think bear market starts to set in this week, I think Hype will do a lot of volume, and I think it will move against the market, similar to how Binance did last time we had a bear market, just moves against it. All the exchanges do.
Okay, Jeff. See, the thing is, I'm not looking at Hype and feeling like a big bounce is due.
Oh, it definitely is.
And if I do think, I mean, yeah, you know what? I'll join you.
Yeah,
At
you have to
43.
looking at that chart. You have to, because it's quite clear that 37 odd is being well defended.
I want to say 32, you know. I really do want to say 32.
I'll double dare you.
Oh, you've got a little naughty head and shoulders there. Look at that. I tell you what, that is a great short setup. You seeing this? Left shoulder. There's our big head. There's our right shoulder. If that wants to play out, you're looking at a target of approximately $22. Nasty. But anyway, in the shorter term, we're going for a bounce. So you think this is going to hold again? You reckon it's 37's being held and we'll go back to 40?
Yeah.
Is it 43?
Yeah, I think 37's like fair, almost fair value.
Actually, you know what, Jeff? Stuff this. I'm going bear. I'm not having it. 32. Tau. Again, one that was looking a couple weeks ago pretty good. But we really do want to see some balls step in. And they need to step in pretty fucking soon, in my book. Otherwise, this could be a bit nasty. You're looking at about 190 to the downside.
Yeah.
So let's zoom in.
I'm going to say 280.
280. We've had a fair bit of selling on. I think we bounce a bit. Can I say 360?
You can.
So you said 280. I said 360.
Uniswap put in a proposal to actually turn on their fee switch recently.
Yeah, which is why they got a move, or had a move, as you can see on my screen.
Yeah, up to 10, but they give it all back.
Yeah, and it's now to whether we can hold the line at 6, 7, 8. So where do you think this one's going? There's a bit of time frame perspective here.
Can I say 620?
Yeah. $1? $1?
I'm going to say 620.
$1. 620. Where is it? There. Give or take. And then, yeah, you know what? I'm joining you.
But this one will actually be my trade, you know. Oh.
What, uni?
Yeah, I don't think it will.
Okay. Well, there you go, sir. Over to you to show the ladies and gentlemen our Hyperliquid account.
And I'll tell you why I'm not going to do it as my trade, for the same logic that I said Hype is going to bounce. I don't believe I could say Hype is going to bounce and then I say Uni's going to drop, because they're both
same thing.
Yeah, that was literally really stupid of me. But at least I'll be right on one of them.
Exactly, 50-50.
50-50.
Just will it be the one you put the trade on?
I'm not going to put the trade on neither.
Well, if you do one, I'll do the other, and that way we win.
Well, are you going bullish?
I don't know. I haven't decided. So what have we still got left opens? We can close that CC idea. So on our open orders first.
Do you want to close it? We don't need to close
Yeah,
it.
like we've been to 14 now, right? Realistically, I don't think we're going to bounce from 10 back up to 15. We've had that move. If anything, we actually probably break lower here to fresh lows on that. So I'm quite happy to close that limit order and have our funds put back in our wallet. And then the only one we have to close is Asta. So do we want to close Asta, or are you happy to leave it open? What are we up on it? 90 odd percent?
Yeah, 82%.
And where's our current stop loss
Oh, we moved it up, didn't we?
or entry point? Yeah, we did.
We moved it up. So we moved it up to 90 cents.
And where's our entry? Does it say?
95.
Our entry's not. Now, I think we be smart balls here. And a lesson we learned from the first go of this was we didn't let our winners ride,
Yeah.
did we?
No.
So I have a feeling we maybe move our stop loss up to say, what, 110?
Yeah.
Something like that, you reckon?
Yeah. I was going to say exact same thing because, again, this is another exchange. So
Yeah.
it will benefit from volume.
And realistically, it's now a risk-free trade for us, isn't it?
It is if we put our stop loss up to 110.
So we put our stop loss up to 110. We can't lose any money. We can only make money.
We can only make money, sir.
Unless you want a tighter stop loss than 110.
No, 110's fine.
Happy with 110?
Yeah, I'm happy with 110.
Okay, perfect. So your
We've
trades...
earned money from having this position open.
Yeah, because we're going against the bears.
We are going against the bears.
That's one thing you can do. Now, if you want to spend the time with figuring out how to play the market, you can have a multiple angle of shorts on or longs, and you'd be paid in your funding for longs usually in a bear market. So it's definitely something to look at if you've definitely got size to play with. On our account, it's something that we're not interested in. It's not big enough. But if you're going to actually try it with size, it's definitely worth working it all out.
The amount you're going to get paid is quite...
Well, the risk management side of things.
Yeah, considering you're risking, because we've only been paid 7 cents. So
yeah. I mean, for us, though, that's not bad. That's like 0.7% of the account.
I'll take it.
Anyway, trades, sir.
Trades. I'm going to put on my... I want to put on my towel short.
Okay, I'm going to go with uni short. Or shall we, if we're leaving Asta open and it's a risk-free trade, do I play one of the major bounces or what I think will be a major's bounce?
If we double down on our shorts, which I think we should do this week, markets are looking horrible, sir. I wouldn't expect a bounce yet.
What's TradFi? Yeah, I can see a bounce because sentiment on X is horrific. Like, ugh. Everyone's woken up on the wrong side of the bed today. I can tell you that. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna stick with my my uni short. Looking at the.
That's what we like to hear. Right, let's put your one in. Let's whack your one in first, then, sir. 3x.
Actually, hang on a minute, Jeffrey. What do I want to do? Hype.
There's no way you short hype over short in uni. Pack it in.
What?
Pack it in.
Why not?
Go below 37. Uni is dying to go back to 5.
Go on then. Short uni. I want a stop loss at 840, please, and a take profit at our target of, was it $6 or 620?
Yep, 620.
Yeah, I'd take profit at 620, please, sir.
Do you even want to take profit?
Actually, can I do a partial take profit? So put the trade on, and then I want 50% of the trade to close at 620.
620, yeah, because I can't see it dipping down there and then racing back up to your stop loss,
Don't know.
or racing back up and you lose it. All right.
So
Let's.
we'll put the stop loss on at 840. Yeah, we'll put that on, and then I'll show you how to take the partial.
Abash.
Bash. And then on our trades, yeah, if you go to no, so close that. But yeah, can do it on this screen. I was going to say go to the limit bit, but yeah, take profit price, was it 620 our target?
Yep.
And then I would like to close 50% of the position, please. No, that's all of it. Just halfway.
What's the position? 8.3. Oh, do you know what? I can do it the correct way, can't I?
The exact amount.
1 5.
Oh, you can only do
Oh,
4.1. Just do 4.
No. Be as close as possible.
Okay.
4.1. Abash.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. I will have no stop loss. No, I'll have no take profit. And I'm going to short Tau.
Even though it's had a horrific week, or last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think we have to. I think we're going to see some serious pain the rest of this month.
Oof! I'm going to batten down the hatch and not come out.
Oh, hold on. Let's not go crazy here with 5x.
No, just stick to 3.
Stop loss. We'll go with 360.
Yeah, one.
And take profit. I'm going to leave that completely open.
Why not?
Bam, in it goes.
Right, then we need to head over to the mighty Poly market.
Oh, I think that's your job, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm just logging into our account. I'm going to have to keep this reasonably quick because I'm only on 12% battery life on my laptop.
Yeah, we're running over. So we've been doing a lot of waffling today.
I mean, that's, pardon the pun, but it's in the name.
It's in the lane.
This is our current positions, ladies and gentlemen, for some that haven't seen it. And we put these on the anticipation that we still think Bitcoin can maybe make a last gasp. And obviously now price action has broken below key areas and whatnot. Do we still feel as confident in this?
No.
What do you think, sir? Do you reckon we'd accept the losses?
No.
You want to keep them on?
Yeah, keep them on.
Okay.
This we ride these out.
Is there anything you think we should maybe take a counter punt on? I.e., maybe
about Solomon for MetaDAO. That looks interesting.
Where's that?
There it is. Total commitments for the Solomon public sale over 20 million.
Yeah, well, there's 40 million.
MetaDAO have had like 3 sales, and they've all the things that they've sold, they've all done magnificently well since the sales. The sales have priced the assets really cheaply.
Yeah.
Everybody that's got involved in the sales has done really well.
Do you reckon you have enough knowledge to make a little punt on this?
No,
Oh,
nowhere near.
oh.
Not even close.
So do we maybe make a counter punt on some of the bets we have made to Bitcoin to the downside?
No, let's see what's trending.
Let's have a look at trending. Fed decision in December.
Should we go? Should we go with that one? Do you know what? I've got an
But I
inside.
think we're going to be split here, you know.
I'm going to say down 25.
What, saying, oh, you reckon there's a decrease still?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. Okay, I'm glad we agree.
Right, hold on. Let me message my man on the inside. I've got a friend in America.
Because I thought you were going to say actually no change.
All right, let me see.
But is he going to respond immediately?
Yeah. He doesn't have much. He doesn't have a life. He's another one of these old
And doesn't have a life. How nice.
retired guys. He's literally got nothing to do.
That's going to need a job soon.
I'm gonna say I'm live and I need a quick yes or
No.
no.
Is Fed cutting rates? Yay or nay?
Yay or nay? Let's see if he replies. He hasn't even read it.
I'm just having a look whilst you're writing that to see what else there is. Presidential election winner 2028 is too far away. Romanian Bucharest election, that's all boring. Boring. What will Trump say during McDonald's summit on November the 17th? Now, this might be quite fun.
That will be fun, actually.
What is there? Affordable, nuclear, communist, happy / meal, hottest, crime, Epstein.
He's not saying Epstein.
I mean, it's highly unlikely he's going to bring up Epstein at a McDonald's summit. Google, Kamala.
No, but I don't think the McDonald's summit is about McDonald's. All right?
Oh, is that a person summit?
I think it's just the name of a summit.
Well, it's because they've got a picture of bloody Trump and McDonald's. That's what's made me think it's actually McDonald's.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Is it actually a McDonald's summit?
Yeah, it's actually McDonald's.
Right, I reckon we have a little punt here.
A little Puntaghini.
What do we think?
A little Fiat Punto.
Right, if I was Trump, what am I going to say at summit about McDonald's? America / Americans. But that's got to be over 15 times. Is he really going to say that? Probably not. Million, billion, trillion. Job. Biden. China. Do you reckon he whips that one out? China won't be having McDonald's from 2026.
This one's hard. This one's difficult.
You know what? I reckon he might say affordable or affordability more than 3 times.
I feel like he might say nuclear more than twice.
What? At a McDonald's conference? What? Saying that they're now going to use nuclear to cook the chips? Wait a sec, the 17th, that's today. Should we have a little pun? I reckon affordable / affordability.
All right, go on then. Let's do it.
What should we do? $1?
Yeah.
$1. Oh. Why am I not signed in? I swear I was just signed in a minute ago. There we go.
You were signed in, yeah.
$1. Confirmed by. Boom, boom. Lovely stuff. Right, as your.
So when do we get to watch this?
I don't know, but we'll check. We'll check next week. What did your guy say? To be fair, irrelevant of your inside man, because we both agree on it. I think we placed the bet anyway.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. Now, how do we size it? Do we want $2 or $4?
Yes, 2.
2, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
See, I'm liking the look of 4.
Yeah, 4's. Okay.
I think it could be mispriced.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Boom. Right, I think that wraps it up. So let's just have a look at our portfolio quickly. These are our current positions. Oh,
Not
let's
showing the latest two. It takes a little while for the new ones to go on.
well,
Okay.
there's the Trump one, and there's the Fed rate decision. So there's a recap, ladies and gentlemen, of our poly market bets. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Take care, and we shall see you soon. Adios.